Shabbat Shalom, welcome. We're going to continue going over the word or the tongue and just words, period. We're going to always start, as always, with Colossians 3:17. Colossians 3:17.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all by Hashem, HaMashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father, by Hashem, HaMashiach Yahushua.
Right, so all that we say and do is going to be in word and in deed. Whatever we speak, whatever we do as an action, will be all in the name of the Lord and Savior, giving thanks to the Most High, by Hashem, HaMashiach Yahushua. So let's continue to go into this. Go to St. John 15:1. It's very important that we understand how we are to be cleansed. Let's read that.
St. John 15, verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman.
Right, so Mashiach Yahushua said he's the true vine, and the Most High is the farmer. We're using analysis of farming. Read.
Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away.
So every branch that's in Mashiach Yahushua, or by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, that don't bear fruit, he's going to take, the Most High going to take you away. Read. From him. Read.
And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it.
So every branch that bears fruit, he going to purge it. I mean, you're going to be dipped in a fiery furnace of affliction. You're going to go through what you got to go through to make sure that you are the one that is anointed to a Mashiach Yahushua, that the Most High could be satisfied with you. Read.
That it may bring forth more fruit.
That it may bring forth more fruit. That's why you steady being cleansed. We steady gotta be, that's why I say all the time, you gotta be changed, you gotta change. You gotta become a new creature, you gotta be born again, become a new man, a new woman. Read.
Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
See? He said, now you are clean through the word that he's spoken to us. So his words that he's speaking to us are the words of the Father. They're not his own words. That's why I say whatever we do in word or deed, we got to do it all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Because the words he's speaking to us, making us clean, cleaning us up. And he comes in a volume of the book as the word of the Most High. Read.
Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me.
Right, so it says we got to abide in him. And he, HaMashiach Yahushua, in us. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, a branch can't bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine that's coming from the root. It says, no more can ye, except ye abide in HaMashiach Yahushua. We got to abide in him. That's why 1 Corinthians 3:23 says, ye are Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High. And that's all we get to the Most High is through a Mashiach Yahushua. In the name of the Lord and Savior. Read.
If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch.
Verse 5.
I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing.
See? You say, he is the vine. And we are the branches coming from the vine. Say, he that abideth in me, and Mashiach Yahushua in us, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing, he said. Because we got to go through him to get the blessings of the Most High. But if you understand that, because people think they go into the Most High directly, no. You abide in him, and he abide in us, then the Father abide in us, because he's in the Father, the Father's in him. But they're two different entities. Go ahead.
If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered.
So if you don't abide in a Mashiach Yahushua, you're going to be cast forth, especially in the lake of fire. When he bring it, you're going to be cast forth like a branch that's good for nothing and going to be withered. Read.
And men gather them and cast them into the fire.
See? Men going to gather you and cast you into the fire. Read.
And they are burned.
And they are burned. You're going to be burned. Read.
If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you.
Hear that? If you abide in him, Mashiach Yahushua, and his words abide in you, which is the words of the Heavenly Father, because he is the word of the Most High, and you ask anything, whatever you desire, righteously, it shall be done unto you. Read.
Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples.
Right, so we got to bear much fruit. He says, so shall you be his disciples. Get Galatians 5:22. The fruit we got to bear, first and foremost. And a lot of people, I talk about the law of the Spirit, it starts here. Read.
Galatians 5:22.
This is the fruit, first and foremost. Read.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love.
So this fruit of the Spirit that he said we have to have is love. That's the first thing. Keep it under the Most High's commandments, first and foremost. Read.
Joy.
Read. Peace.
Long suffering.
Long suffering. You got to bring these fruits. Long suffering. Read.
Gentleness.
Read.
Goodness.
Come on.
Faith.
Come on.
Meekness,
which is dealing with humility. Read.
Temperance,
dealing with time. Being even tempered. Read.
Against such there is no law.
See, against such there is no law. Because the first thing he said was love. It was the love. St. John 14:15. Very important.
St. John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
He said, you love him, you're going to be a part of the fruit that he wants you to have, all these different aspects of the fruit of the Spirit. He said, if you love him, keep his commandments. Keep the commandments. Keep the laws of the Most High. 1 John 5:3.
1 John 5:3. For this is the love of the Most High.
This is the love of the Most High. That we do what?
That we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments. Now this is in the New Testament. That's what we're looking at. Not in the Old Testament. We say, oh, that's the Old Testament. No, it's what's the love of the Most High? You love God, as you call him. We say the Most High because God is dog spelled backwards. And Mashiach Yahushua said, for dogs have compassed me, the assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. In Psalms 22:16. Read.
And his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not grievous. So this is the love of the Most High, that you keep his commandments. The commandments are not grievous. 2 John 6.
2 John verse 6. And this is love.
This is love. Read.
That we walk after his commandments.
That we do what?
That we walk after his commandments.
That we walk after his commandments. Read.
This is the commandment.
This is the commandment. What is it?
That as ye have heard from the beginning.
You heard this commandment from the beginning. Read.
Ye should walk in it.
We should walk in it. Now go back to St. John 15. Verse 8 again.
St. John 15:8. Herein is my Father glorified.
Herein is the Most High going to be glorified. How? Read.
That ye bear much fruit.
Bear much fruit. Read.
So shall ye be my disciples.
So shall you be his disciples. Read.
As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. continue ye in my
He
love.
said, as the Father loved the Mashiach Yahushua, he said, that's the same way he loved us. He said, continue in his love. Read.
If ye keep my commandments.
Wait a minute, stop. Read that again.
If ye keep my
I
commandments.
thought we're not under the commandments of the laws. What did he say?
If ye keep my
He
commandments.
said, if you keep my commandments, read.
Ye shall abide in my love.
That's why I went to the fruits of the Spirit. The first one that was named was the love. Read that again from the top.
St. John 15:10. If ye keep my
He
commandments,
said, you keep my commandments, his laws, read,
ye shall abide in my love,
shall abide in his love, read,
even as I have kept my Father's commandments.
even as he kept the Most High's commandments. Now you tell me, if he kept the Most High's laws and people believe in their Jesus, then why is it that they're not keeping the Most High's commandments? Read that from the top again.
If ye keep my commandments,
If we keep his commandments, he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. He said, if we keep his commandments, read,
ye shall abide in my love,
you're going to abide in his love. Go ahead.
even as I have kept my Father's commandments.
So he kept the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Now, who are we not to do what a Mashiach Yahushua done? He said he kept the Most High's commandments, read,
and abide in his love.
and abide in his love. That's why I took you the scriptures that we went to in the spirit of the Most High. Right? What is the love of the Most High? That we keep his commandments. His commandments are not grievous. What did he say? He kept the Most High's commandments. In other words, if he didn't, he would have what? Sin, which is the transgression of the laws. But he didn't. He kept the Most High's commandment and abide in his love. Read.
These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you.
That's right. He said, these things have I spoken to you, that the Mashiach Yahushua joy might remain in us. Read.
And that your joy might be full.
And our joy might be full. So we can't have it anymore. Read. Read.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another, even as that ye love one another as I have loved
You know,
you.
we got to love one another as Mashiach Yahushua loved us. He loved us so much that he gave his life for the children of Israel. Read.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his
And
friends.
see, that's what he done. Say, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Be there for your friend. Read. Verse 14.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
So you're not a friend if you don't do what he said, what he commanded you. Verse 12.
This is my commandment,
This is commandment. What's the commandment?
that ye love one another as I have loved
So
you.
he said, this commandment, that we love one another as he loved us. Verse 14.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command
He
you.
just told us to love each other, love one another. Read.
Henceforth, I'll call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his outer one doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
So you hear, he's saying, he's not calling us servants, boy. He said, because the servant know not what his master does. But he called us friends. For all things that he have heard of the Most High, he revealed it to us. And it's written in the book, the Bible. Read.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai, he may give it you.
That's right. So we didn't choose him, he chose us. Because the Most High do the calling, and he allowed the Mashiach Yahushai to do the choosing. Because he's given him all judgment. Read.
These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hates you, Ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Say, if the world hate us, say, know this for as a fact. The world hated Mashiach Yahushua before it hated us. That's why the world put him to death. Even the world of Israel. But 1/3 of the Israelites received him until this day. Read.
If ye were of the world would love his own.
That's what we was talking about earlier. You know? How we stand out like a sore thumb. If we was of the world would love its own. If you was doing all the wicked things that the world indoctrinates the people to do, they would love you. Read.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Right, so when you see people don't like you, it's because you've been chosen out of the world. And their spirit within them knows that you're different. We're different. You're not supposed to be acting like them. They're supposed to know that you shining bright, illuminated for keeping the laws of the Most High. Look at the people that's doing whatever they're doing today to care less about the Most High side. But here we are, we honor him. All praise to the Most High that we have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to give him the glory for this day. Read.
Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord out of one. That is out of one. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
So it said, hey, remember the word that he's saying to us. He said, the servant is not greater than his master. If they have persecuted him, they're going to persecute us. So that's why I say to who the Most High lover, he chastens. So yeah, you're going to go through some changes because he went through changes. So you say they persecuted him, they're going to persecute us. That's following. If they have kept my sayings, they're keeping the sayings of this truth, they're going to keep ours too. That's why it's not about myself personally, it's about how you follow the word of the Most High. Because I'm bringing it. And you got to follow what it is that's written here. Studying to show yourself approved. Read.
But all these things will they do unto you from Baal Shem HaMashiach Yahushua say.
See? All these things they're going to do unto us because we believe in Baal Shem HaMashiach Yahushua. Going to the Most High on our behalf. And they don't want us to be able to call on our power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They want to keep us in darkness. That's why we have to be saying, we have to be learning, living, and applying Baal Shem HaMashiach Yahushua in our life. Not just a saying, but it's spiritually spiritual power. Because how you get more power than the power that can come from the Most High? Read.
Because they know not him that sent me.
Because they don't know the Most High that sent me. So when you see those that's coming against you that don't see what you see, they don't know the Most High. You ask me, what's his name? They say, oh, God. There's many gods. And all the gods of the nations are idols. So who are you talking about? And they say, oh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you got him right there. Because who is Jacob? Forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, period. You can't get nobody else. If he the power of Abraham, who had a son named Isaac, who had a son named Jacob, that's it. That's who he is. That's his name forever and a memorial to all generations. That cancels out all other nations that he says nothing and be like in a spittle. But you're going to follow what they tell you to do? Even if it's our people, that's still another nation. Our family members are still like another nation. Why? Because they're following the ways of the heathen, which have been a trap for us. They got to come back to these laws that's come out of the Most High and know who they are and learn to live it and apply it in their life when the book is closed. Read. It's like we do. Read.
If I had not